Guys, let's take a look at this one. There are two problems here where we are supposed to find the product. You know, product's just the number you get when you multiply or the answer you get when you multiply. But there's a couple of things that are unusual about these. The first thing that I hear students often hesitate on is how to even start because they're just like, but the whole thing's squared. Like, I don't know what that means. And so realize that this is just saying whatever's in the parentheses is multiplied times itself. So technically, this is saying at 8r minus 5 times 8r minus 5. Now, if you've learned about multiplying polynomials or binomials, you can, you can distribute the 8r and then you can distribute the -5 and combine like terms. You might have learned like a window or a box method for doing that. That works as well. So if you've seen something like that, that's great. But there's a really cool thing that happens here that actually is going to speed up the process. And so if you've already kind of learned how it works, this is when you want to think about this sort of pattern, because this pattern can be really helpful, especially like on the SAT when you're timed and you want to, like, this is probably like one part of a bigger problem, and so you want to do this more quickly. So when you have this process, you're always going to square the first term. So 8r times 8r, right? And that's what you would have done anyway, right? When you were doing it the regular way. So 8 times 8 is 64. R times R is R squared. And then you're going to multiply these two together. So 8r times -5 is -40r, right? There's an R on that. And then you have to double it times 2. So -40 times 2 is -80, and there's still an R. That's going to be your middle term. And then you square the last term. And so 5 squared is 25. -5 times -5 is still positive 25. It always will end with a plus whatever the square is. So that's the answer. If we had gone through the whole process of distributing that or doing the window method or the box method, this is what we would get. So it's kind of cool how that works. So you square the first term, square the last term, and the middle term is always whatever sign you have to begin with, stays the same. And you just are multiplying these together and doubling them. So times 2. So see if you can use that pattern to do the second one. Pause and come back. All right, so we're going to square the first term. So 7 times 7 is 49. M times M is M squared. And then multiply these together. 7 times -8 is -56, and that's got an M on it. Times 2 is -112. That's the middle term. And then 8 squared is 64. -8 times -8 is positive 64. And so there we go. Yeah, so it's a great pattern to know. I hope that it helps you. Remember, don't let anyone think less of you because you're young. Have a great day.